For everyone, I'll just introduce who you are. You're Andre Mulligan, and you are a comedian and the Red Power Ranger.
Yes, sir.
Impressive stuff, mate. Impressive stuff.
Thank you, man.
So what came first, the comedy or the acting?
Both actually.
Same time.
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you ask like a comedian what came first, like the chicken or the egg, most people are gonna go back to when they first started doing comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, whether you was a class clown or not, people are always gonna reflect back to like this is when. But like I was an actor first because I caught my house on fire when I was 5 years old, and I lied about it till I was like 9 years. So yeah, man. So I always been an actor, bro. I like that butt whooping, man. You gotta learn to act when that belt is a little bit strong. So yeah. Man.
Fair play. So how did they get in the role as the Red Power Ranger come about?
The Red Power Ranger came, I was working in a gym. I was working in the gym and I was training this guy, and I put him with another trainer. It was like one of the worst jobs I've worked that ended up being actual success because I was able to book the Power Ranger thing. And I would be working out around, and this guy was like, "Hey man, you interested in being a Power Ranger?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "A Power Ranger?" He was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "My name is Cal Higgins." He's like, and I'm writing. He's like, I write Power Rangers. So we doing the Lord Draken series with Jason David Franks.
Yeah.
And it's through Bond. He was like, "Would you be interested in doing it?" And he said, "This is the only thing. If my head couldn't fit into the helmet, I wouldn't have been able to do it." Yeah. So it was. I almost died on set. So, yeah. So you can't breathe. So you literally. The holes are probably that little, man. And in order to be an action hero, you got to be willing to die. So,
literally.
Yeah. So I passed out twice. I passed out twice on a shoot.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a lot of people don't know. The only person that actually has a good mask is Jason David Franks. And he's the only one because he's been a Power Ranger for what, 23 years, 24 years. Yeah, so and he's the only one to be in every Power Ranger. So it was an amazing shoot, bro. It was an amazing shoot, man. It was definitely amazing.
Are you still the Red Ranger now?
I'm not the Red Ranger now. They went more younger. So they want like teenagers. I can still go, like if I want to go to Comic-Con. I'm actually still trying to get my toy. Like a lot of people when I first became the Power Rangers, they start sending me like little toy promotions. It's like, "Hey, we want you to be the Red Ranger." So I'm getting all these toys, and I didn't know how to take it. So I never really told anyone I was a Red Power Ranger. I just put my picture on, and I really never looked at it as a big thing for me. I looked at it just like it was a goal. I always dreamed of being a Power Ranger as a kid, and just to say, exactly. "Hey, I came from the hood, and now I'm a Power Ranger." So can't nobody take that away. Can't nobody take that away from me that you are a Red Power Ranger. Like that.
Exactly. That for me, if I was a Red Power Ranger, that'd be me done. I'd be like, fine, I've achieved everything I want now. You could just put me in a box and send me off.
Yeah, that's the thing though. There was two people on set to play the Yellow Power Ranger.
Yeah.
So the Yellow Power Ranger was a girl, and then she ended up being the voice, and a guy named Adam ended up playing the Power Ranger.
Yeah.
So it was. I mean, it's crazy, man. That sometimes if you believe something, you can actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really think like, but who thinks of being like a Power Ranger, right? It's like the guy that played in Impossible that ended up becoming Spider-Man, right? He's from Europe, right?
Yeah.
And who would have thought this little kid would have ever became a Power Ranger? Became a Spider-Man, and that's it.
Fair play. Well, I've researched the Red Rangers, and you're like the best behaved Red Power Ranger of all time, aren't you? Some of them have been a little bit naughty.
Well, it's the thing about this about these Power Rangers. It's only three of us on here. So it's the
Yeah.
Red Ranger, it's the Green Ranger, which he's the White Ranger, original White Ranger, and
Yeah.
then it's the Yellow Ranger. And we actually go back and we kill every single other Ranger. So that's the premise of it. Like
Yeah.
I'm controlled, but all we did was go back basically at the end of like the previous shows how we go back and we kill every other like it's every yellow ranger and every red ranger and every green ranger that's going to go out and kill all the other rangers.
Yeah. Didn't the
That's,
Red Ranger person before you kill someone in real life? Or have I misread that?
it's possible. It is very possible because we're all human in real life. Just
Yeah.
because I think that's if you go out and kill somebody, it's going to be your company and then your name.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure. I think one of them got in a car wreck. One of them, yeah, one of the Red Rangers did kill somebody. Somebody else killed somebody too. So it's weird. You know the thing about Power Rangers though is that the people that acted on the show, they weren't getting that much money, man. They were only getting maybe 5,000 an episode,
Yeah.
and they got kicked out very quick. So a lot of those people that played on the regular show, they got kicked off as soon as they got to say anything about their pay. There was a guy on there with a black shirt. You like, who's this guy with the black shirt? And next you know he's replaced with you. You're like, I should have shut up. And Tommy the Green Ranger was the only one that never complained about money. That's why he's the only
Yeah,
one.
that's why I stayed. Just got an upgraded mask.
Yeah.
After all those years.
But I mean, you get typecast too, though. You know what I'm saying? Tommy the Green Ranger, Jason David Franks, he can. I mean, not Tom, but Jason David Franks, he could never do anything else besides being
Yeah.
like the principal of the Power Ranger, which is he's an amazing guy, bro. Like, but it's crazy that he's a good actor and don't get the venture off to do anything else because he's typecast. So yeah.
What about you? Have you got any plans for any roles, or are you working on anything at the minute? I know you've got a lot going on as a comedian, haven't you? But have you got any acting stuff going on?
Yes, I'm writing a movie called Patience. I'm writing a movie
Nice.
called Patience. And the thing about the movie, I was in the hospital and I got addicted to prescription medication
Oh, wow.
while I was in the hospital, and I just wrote this amazing movie. It's a short but amazing movie on how you can go into the emergency room just a regular guy and get addicted, and they actually are pushing you to get addicted. So it's really, it's a battle with yourself, and it's a battle because my family come from drugs, and we all have demons. Our family have demons. Your father might have had a gambling habit. You might have one, and if they don't break that curse, then you pass it on to your kids.
Yeah.
And this is one of those. I don't know if you remember Bruce Lee, the movie The Legend of Bruce Lee, when he was running and he ended up fighting the ghost. That's basically what I was doing in this movie, is fighting my own ghost. Fighting my demons. So it's a powerful movie, man. I think it's really gonna resonate on just culture now.
Yeah.
And how it's really not about color. It's about rich and poor, and about getting as many people addicted to medication. Medication could be anything. It could be Coca-Cola. It could be anything, right? And you get addicted to it, and you don't want to be a slave to that.
Yeah.
So this is really there. So.
Oh, that sounds really good. So where is it in the process? Have you finished writing it now?
It's still in the writing process. It's still in the writing process. Hopefully it'll be into production by next December. That's the plan.
Yeah.
I think with COVID being out here, because I had wrote several projects. I wrote an animation called Flipside that I met with Nickelodeon with. And we were right in the middle of talk still. And then the pandemic happened, and everything just fell apart. So I'm doing that. I write cartoons all the time. I'm an animator. Well, not a draw, but I write all the time. So I have so many new projects that are coming, and they're ready for like just all eyes. All my content is normally for everyone.
Yeah.
So everyone can learn a lesson, and that's why I promote my C students.
Oh yeah, your podcast. Tell us a bit about the podcast. That seems interesting.
C students podcast is if nobody gave you a push, if you just woke up and like, the reason why I came up with C students because I always felt I was average. And what that means is with no studying, with nobody teaching me, I can go anywhere and take a test and I'm gonna at least get a C on it.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like I always been last minute, and you might have did that on a lot of things and still got a
Yeah,
good.
same.
You know, you'd be like, man, if I studied, I'd get an A on this. But I was okay with, I was okay with being able to play football and play basketball and having that grade. So C students is if we took you and put your eyes when you were a teenager,
Yeah.
when you was a teenager and how you would see the world. Like, how would you look at yourself right now as a teenager? Would you be proud of yourself? Would
Not a
you,
chance.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think we all have to analyze life, our views, people, personality,
Yeah.
our poise. We all have to look at that from a certain angle. Now, I
Yeah.
think if you look at it from average versus trying to look above or under someone, you're going to see it different.
Yeah, of
C
course.
students, yeah, so C students is seeing everything at an even plane. No one's better than me. No more attractive than me. Everyone looks the same. It's your swag versus my swag, and that's what the concept of C student is. And it's I want the reason why I think I did the show, not only for African American man what we dealing with, but I want to be able to help you communicate with your woman. I want you to be able to. I want the world to be able to communicate with you as a man because you go through certain traumas and certain things as a man that women would never go through. You know what I'm saying? And that's the pressure of just having to be a man and be a survivor and be protective and be hard all the time. Like you can't cry. Somebody hits you in your arm, you can't cry. You know what I'm saying? And I think the world doesn't understand that about men. Is that this is if a man was emotional and open and was able to express himself. So that's
Yeah.
what CC is doing. So
Yeah, it seems really interesting. You've got the Insta that you've got your C students on now. We've got a podcast. Is that if you just type C students podcast, that'll come up on Spotify and stuff like that?
Yeah, it'll pop straight up on my YouTube. Is Andre Mulligan. I'm always I need to quit. If you see my board behind me, man.
Well, let's have a look at the board.
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, a lot going on.
Yeah, that's well, you see, that's my writing goals, my comedy, my student. That's how much money I plan to make per month. That's what I do per month.
Oh, how much money are you looking to make?
It's
what are you going for?
Just a regular 3,000 a month, just on one of my other ventures that I do. That's just some of my revenue. That's not all my revenue. You always want to say where you. I think we all got to put it out there. We got to say what we want to make.
Yeah, exactly.
And not just be okay with comfortable with where we at. Like I want to be able to, like my girl stuff is on here, my wife, her stuff, fiance, so her stuff is on there, and we're partners. You know what I'm saying? And we see this every day. We write on it every week, and we redo our goals for the week. So partnership.
It's interesting though, because you don't really get to see this side of successful people. Like you don't get to see their little boards in their house and stuff like that, or their apartment. So it's a good to see because not everyone get that kind of background. Yes. So is that something that you like review every day as well?
I do it every day, and I also do this. I was showing this today on my podcast. This is a jar. So what I do is this is a grateful jar. So every day I write 5 things that I'm grateful for. My girl does it also. We write 5 things that we're grateful for, and we take it and we put it in there because sometimes you don't appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might not have had a dress shirt last year. You might have. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be. I come from the gutter. I come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? I've been shot in my head when I was 16. I was stabbed in my ear when I was in the 5th grade. I got in a big fight with Lil Wayne and his entourage. I cut my eye. I used to be in a gang. I ran a gang. So just knowing where I come from, there's no way I can fear anybody out here. You know what I'm saying? I can't fear an interview. I can't fear a line, a script, a movie, a stage. I just use that. And, same thing for you. Nobody know what you overcame as a man. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee if you thought about that, you wouldn't be scared of what you do nowadays. Yeah. And you just use that strength, that energy to go forward,
So what's your mentality? Is it kind of like it's impossible to fail? Is that kind of your mantra?
That's my mentality now.
Yeah.
My mentality is that it's hard. Like it's weird that I adapted the Patrice O'Neal killing is easy kind of format, but being great is nothing. And he talked about being great and not having the money and the monetary thing, but yet alone he's funny, but he's just not showing the monetary thing. I think for myself is that I don't want to play into the politics, but I'm a people person. And what
Yeah.
that means is you don't have to force me to like you. I'm gonna like you either way until you show different.
Yeah. Cool.
Losing and failing is optional. Like to be a loser, to not give an effort is optional. I believe that I'm great. I believe that you're great. But I believe that my greatness, that your greatness, at the same kind, depending on what we're doing, I might be better. So you might be amazing interviewer, and once I learn it, I'm gonna get better at it. Yeah. But that's how I set my goals. Is just like, man, this is all competition. When I get on stage, it's like a gym. When I step on the stage or do a play, I started doing King Hedley. I did that August Wilson when I first started acting, but I acted when I was younger. I used to write plays when I was in the 6th grade, and I started learning that when it comes to a script and when it comes to this comedy, I just got to make it me. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And when I first moved to California, I was a stripper. Like before I moved out here, I was a male stripper. Yeah, I was a male stripper, man, and I always do things just to challenge myself.
Yeah.
Everything is a challenge to me. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a challenge to me. And I always succeed at it, man. And I used to be a nerd, man. I ain't have no muscles. I was like Captain America before he got the special serum. You know
what's like your ultimate goals now? So your proper out there goals.
I mean, short term, mid term, or long term. Which
long term, my ultimate goals.
My ultimate goals is to be on a Mount Rushmore. First thing is just taking care of my family. Taking care of my family, leaving my legacy behind. I got an amazing wife that is just unbelievable, and I think the reason why she's unbelievable because I took the time to pay attention to women. I never did that. Sometimes you got people that's in your life just unbelievable, and you don't know it. So it's really making sure that she's taken care of and that my family's taken care of, and leaving that legacy. I want to be the Richard Pryor, the George Carlin, the Sammy Davis Jr. I want that kind of legacy. Yeah. But also, I don't want people dying. I don't want to die and be like, oh, he was an asshole in real life. Yeah. I don't want that either. But I know I'm gonna be great, man. I'm amazing, man. Yeah. And it's not just saying, it's just that I have the hearts of many. I have the hearts of many, man. And what that means is that I've been at every single level, and I love it that way. So I've been broke, I've been poor, I've been the last person, I've been on the bottom. And I love from that angle. And the reason why I love that from that way, I'm able to see the world at a different view. And, and I realize when you're able to see the world as gray versus at a certain angle, you don't have to dictate people. So I see you as just a person, not as a white man, not as a European. I just see you as a dude. You know what I'm saying? That's what helped me become the guy that I am right now.
Yeah. So. Fair enough. All right. Well, nice one. Thanks for chatting to us. And good luck with the film. Who's playing you in the film?
I'm actually playing me. I'm playing my own stuff because I haven't been out there long enough, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, when you follow me within the next year, about 2 years, you're gonna see me at the Oscars. You're gonna see me one of the top comedians out there, and you'll be like, man, I met this guy, and hopefully, I was trying to get over Edinburgh.
Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah, so I want to try to hook up with some people over and go over to Edinburgh.
You should, definitely.
If you know any contacts, man, I can definitely put in and come over, man, to do some shows, bro.
Yeah, you should do, for definite. So in your film, if you could have any actors playing in the film, who would you have? Who are your favorites?
See, that's the thing. I'm not great with names, so I probably would want some new actors, man. Me and my girl was just talking about the guy from Snow on the Bluff. From Snow on the Bluff, that's out here, new actor. I don't know who his name is. I can look him up. Let me look him up real quick. Man. Be like, oh, damn it.
If I ever write a film, I'd love Nicolas Cage to be in the film, or I'd love to be in a film alongside Nicolas Cage. I just think Nicolas Cage is fantastic.
But hold on, man. Nicolas Cage, he's gonna be like 700 by the time you.
No, even if I start writing now, he's gonna be old by the time it gets produced.
Okay, let me tell you who this kid is, man. And I mean, I think he's an amazing kid. What's his name? Here we go. Can you still see me on here?
Yeah.
What's dude's name, man? They not ain't showing. His name is Demisons Idris. So I'm thinking he's Idris Eldra. No, he's not. His name is Dempson Idris.
Yeah.
And he's from where is he from? Where is this kid from? You know, they're hiring a lot of European black actors. Oh yeah, he's from London. That's crazy, man. He's from London. And they're hiring like did you know, do you know that they're hiring a lot of black European actors to play American black actors?
No, I didn't know. I'm not aware of it at all.
Yeah, Idris Elba, the girl, shit, half the cast from Black Panther was from Europe.
Oh, I've never even seen Black Panther. I saw 5 minutes of it and then I fell asleep.
Why'd you fall asleep, man?
I don't know. I was just really tired that day, and then I thought, well, it can't be that good. Like, no matter how tired you are, if the film's good enough, it's going to keep you awake, isn't it?
Yeah. You gonna give it another shot?
Yeah, I'll give it another shot. I'll go watch it now. Anyway, thanks for chatting.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, big dog.
All right. Hopefully see you on the circuit soon, maybe at Edinburgh.
Yeah, man. And, you know, if y'all can have your people follow me on Instagram, Andre Mulligan, our C Students Podcast on Instagram. Follow me, man, and let me know when this is up so I can promote it, man. I appreciate it, though.
Yeah, no worries. Nice one. Thanks for chatting.
Thank you, bro. You have a good day.
See you later.